Hello everyone. How are you all? Hope you all are fit and fine and having great time with your family. Keeping yourself quarantined and safe from corona. Now I'm Neelam ma'am and we are going to start with English class session 1. So let's start. A warm welcome to all our kids of grade 4. Okay students, now we are going to start with lesson number 1. Why evergreen trees never lose their leaves. Now based on the title of the lesson, can you all think what the lesson is about? Yes, the lesson is about evergreen trees. Okay students, now do you all know there are two main types of trees, evergreen and deciduous. Now let's understand the difference between them. Evergreen trees never shed their leaves throughout the year, whereas deciduous trees shed their leaves once a year. Okay students, now let's come back to the lesson. Before we start with the reading of the lesson, let's solve this fun exercise. Now let's see what's the heading. Arrange the jumbled letters to get the names of trees. Now over here we have to arrange the letters which are jumbled to get the proper name of trees. Now let's see the first one. The first one, the letters given are A, M, O, N, G. Now what will be the answer? Yes, it's mango. Okay children, now the second one. The letters given are L, E, P, P, E, A. Can you guess the answer? Yes, it's apple. Okay children, now the third one. The letters given are H, R, N, A, C-I. Now what does that mean? It is inarch. Now what inarch means? It means to graft a plant by uniting a shoot to another plant while both are growing on their own roots. Now I have collected some pictures for you all to understand what inarch means. Can you all see? I hope you all have understood. Well, the meaning of inarch. Now we'll move for the next. The next is P-U-C-E-Y-S-T-U-A-L. Now these are the letters given. Can you all guess the word? Guess. Yes, it is eucalyptus. Now the next is N-A-B-N-Y-A. Can you guess the answer? Yes, very good. The answer is banyan tree. Now, the last is A-R-U-L-O-H-G-M. Can you guess the answer? Yes, very good. It's gulmohar tree. Okay children, now let's start with the reading of the lesson. Do you know why some trees stay green throughout the year? No, right? So let's read this story to find out why these trees never lose their green color or their leaves. Now, winter was coming and the birds had flown far to the south where the air was warm and they could find berries to eat. Now before winter comes, birds they fly from north to south so as to keep themselves warm, and they can also find food for themselves. As in winter, everything gets frozen in north as it's too cold over there. Isn't it children? Okay, now let's read the next. One little bird had broken its wing and could not fly with the others. It was alone in the cold world of frost and snow. Now what do we mean by frost and snow? It means there was snow everywhere and everything was frozen. Okay children, now let's read the next. The forest looked warm and the bird made its way to the trees as well as it could to ask for help. Yes, now the forest looked warm. Why? Because birds can live among the branches and keep themselves safe from winter. So the bird made its way to the trees to ask for help. Now first it came to birch tree. Okay, so let's read. Beautiful birch tree, it said. My wing is broken and my friends have flown away. May I live among your branches till they come back to me? See how politely the bird asked for the help. Isn't it, children? Now let's see what the birch tree replied. Okay, children. Now these are some pics of birch tree. There are many types of birch tree. For example, river birch, paper birch, silver birch. Okay? So now let's come back to the lesson and see what the birch tree replied. No, indeed, answered the birch tree, drawing her fair green leaves away. We of the great forest have our own birds to help. I can do nothing for you. Now what does that mean? The birch tree refused to help the bird, isn't it? The birch tree said no to the bird, moving its leaves away from it. She said, we already have our forest birds to live inside us, so she cannot help the bird. Is that clear, everyone? So now let's read the next. The birch does not have enough strength, said the little bird to itself, and it might be that she could not hold me easily. I will ask the oak. Now what does that mean? The bird said to itself that birch tree might not have enough strength to hold the bird, as it already had many birds whom she had already helped. So the bird decided to go and ask the oak tree. So now let's read the next. So the bird asked, Great oak tree, you are so strong. Will you not let me live on your boughs till my friends come back in the springtime? So children, now, okay children, now here you have learned two new words. Let's check their meaning. The first one is strength. Strength means physical power or the quality of being strong. Is that clear, everyone? Now the next. Bough. Bough means a large branch of a tree. Okay children, now let's read what the oak tree replied. In the springtime, cried the oak. That means the oak tree said loudly. That is a long way off. Long way off means far away. The spring is still far away. It is not that matter of day or two. How do I know what you might do in all that time? Birds are always looking for something to eat, and you might even eat up some of my acorns. Okay children, now do you all know what is acorn? Acorn is a fruit of oak tree. Now let's see the pic. Okay children, now this is the pic of oak tree. And these are acorns, the fruit of the oak tree. Now let's move ahead. The bird left the oak sadly and flew towards a willow tree. It may be that the willow will be kind to me, thought the bird. And it said, Gentle willow, my wing is broken and I could not fly to the south with the other birds. May I live on your branches till the springtime? Now here, while talking to willow, the bird was more polite and respectful towards the willow. Don't you all think so? Isn't it? Now let's read ahead. The willow did not look gentle then, for she drew herself up proudly and said, Indeed, I do not know you, and we willows never talk to people whom we do not know. Very likely there are trees somewhere that will take in strange birds. Leave me at once. Now what does that mean? Willow was not at all gentle. Why? Because she proudly stood up straight and said no to the bird. Isn't it, children? What did she say? We willows do not talk to the strangers. There are many trees in the forest who may give shelter to the strangers. So please quickly leave me and move ahead. Isn't it, children? I hope you all have understood. Okay children, now here we have learned three new words. So let's check their meaning. Long way off, far away. Acorn, a small brown nut from the oak tree. Willow, tree with narrow leaves that grow in cold and temperate regions. I hope you all have got the meaning clear in your mind. So let's move ahead. The poor little bird did not know what to do. Its wing was not yet strong. but it began to fly away as well as it could. Before it had gone far, a voice was heard. "Little bird," it said, "where are you going?" "Indeed, I do not know," answered the bird sadly. "I am very cold." So what does that mean? When the bird left below and was sadly moving ahead with its broken wing, it heard a voice saying, "Little bird, where are you going?" What did the bird reply? It said, "Even I don't know where am I going, but I'm very cold now." Isn't it, children? The bird was really feeling very cold now. Okay, so let's move ahead. "Come, right here," then said the friendly spruce tree, for it was her voice that had called. "You shall live on my warmest branch all winter if you choose." "Will you really let me?" asked the little bird eagerly. "Indeed I will," answered the kind-hearted spruce tree. "If your friends have flown away, it is time for the trees to help you. Here is the branch where my leaves are the thickest and the softest." What does that mean? Spruce tree offered help to the bird and allowed it to live on her warmest branches till the spring comes. "My branches are not very thick," said the friendly pine tree, "but I am big and strong and I can keep the north wind from you and the spruce." Okay, now here pine tree also offers help to the bird. Okay, now pine tree said, "My branches are not very thick, but I am big and can stop the cool north wind away from you and spruce tree." Okay, children, now let's see the pic of spruce tree and pine tree. Okay, children, now this is spruce tree and these are pine trees. Now here they have used the word kind-hearted for spruce tree. It means spruce is really kind and loves to help others. Now let's read ahead. "I can help too," said the little juniper tree. "I can give you berries all winter long, and every bird knows that juniper berries are good." So the spruce gave the lonely little bird a home. The pine kept the cold north wind away from it, and the juniper gave it berries to eat. The other trees looked on and talked together wisely. Now children, these are the pics of juniper tree. Can you see the berries? Lovely. "I will not have strange birds on my boughs," said the birch. "I shall not give my acorns away for anyone," said the oak. "I never have anything to do with strangers," said the willow. And the three trees drew their leaves closely about them. In the morning, all those shining green leaves lay on the ground, for a cold north wind had come in the night, and every leaf that it touched fell from the tree. "May I touch every leaf in the forest?" asked the north wind in its frolic. Now frolic means playfulness. "No," said the frost king. "The trees that have shown kindness to the little bird may keep their leaves. This is why the leaves of the spruce, the pine and the juniper are always green." Okay students, now here we have learned some new words. Let's check their meaning. Eagerly, excitedly. Kind-hearted, good and gentle towards others. North wind, a wind blowing from the north. Frolic, playfulness. I hope you all have understood well. Okay, now what does the story teach us? The story teaches us that we should be kind and show selfless love towards the helpless and the needy. It pleases the gods too. The good deeds come back to us in every way. So we end our today's session over here, but I have a task for you all. Please complete the given task. So let's see the task. Write the names of the birds who migrate to India during the winter and the summer season for food. I hope you will enjoy doing this. Bye everyone. Meet you all in the next session.